It's challenging to create a laptop that can perform every task, but ASUS is still trying with the Zenbook 14X OLED. The company has done fantastic work in many different sectors. The OLED display on this laptop is its main attraction, but it's not just about that. Even the best laptops on the market don't frequently fit top-tier Intel processors into notebooks this compact. The price for this model UX 3404VA looks to land around $1,199, and that's fairly decent. It will be available at shop soon. It costs far less than any 13 or 14-inch MacBook Pro, while the Dell XPS 13 Plus is more pricey. Zenbook 14X OLED is typically more expensive than the thinner, lighter, slower Dell XPS 13 and ASUS Zenbook S13 OLED, though not by much. Two colors, a dark one called Inkwell Gray and a lighter one called Sandstone Beige, are offered for the Zenbook 14X OLED. Don't be turned off by that last statement. The choice with the lighter coloring is the more intriguing one. The plasma ceramization method used to create the beige version results in a ceramic-like finish. And it does have that material slightly rough, pleasing to the touch feel, at high level of tactile realism. According to ASUS, the coating avoids fingerprints and resists scratches. Additionally, it claims that compared to competing methods, its halogen-free approach produces fewer pollutants. It is considerably superior to the other version's dull, fingerprint-attracting gray aluminum in terms of appearance and feel. No matter which model you choose, the 14X has excellent construction. It's a strong, reliable notebook. However, the ASUS is thicker and heavier than most competitors at 16.9mm and 1.56 kg. The 14-inch MacBook Pro weighs more just. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you wish to bring a small bag. Two Thunderbolt 4 ports, one USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, an HDMI 2.1 output, and an audio jack are all included on the 14X. Bluetooth 5.2 and Wi-Fi 6E are both included within. A 1080p Windows Hello webcam and a fingerprint scanner in the power button provide biometric security. Full-size USB and Thunderbolt are not available on any Apple or Dell devices, and the AMD-powered ASUS Zenbook S is also devoid of both. However, keep in mind that the MacBook Pro 14 has an SD slot, while the 14X does not have a card slot. The keyboard is silent, plush, and cozy. With the 1.4mm key travel, everything feels quite sturdy. Even if the shallower Apple and Dell devices are light and aesthetically pleasing in their own right, you receive more response from them. It's a great keyboard that can compete with anything else in its class, and handle heavy workloads with ease. At this price, the 14.5-inch OLED panel's incredible collection of characteristics includes a 2880 by 1800 resolution, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, and 120Hz refresh rate. Additionally, it has a 180-degree hinge for simpler sharing. The quality is quite great. OLED displays have perfect black levels and limitless contrast, which results in tremendous depth in darker areas and brilliance everywhere else. The panel renders 100% of the Srgb gamut, along with 97.3% of the DCI-P3 space, and 93% of the Adobe RGB range, and it has a 0.97 delta E, which means it produces accurate colors. The screen's incapability to support HDR is the only drawback. Although ASUS brags about the panel's HDR capabilities, our display's maximum brightness was only 412 nits, whereas some models of this screen reach 600 nits. That's fine for standard SDR use indoors and outdoors, but it's insufficient to provide any appreciable HDR benefit. It's uncommon to find a full-power laptop CPU in a device that is comparatively thin and light, but ASUS has managed to achieve it. The Intel Core i7-13700H in this edition has 8 performance cores, and a maximum speed of 5 GHz. Although soldered to the motherboard, the 14X offers 16 GB of dual-channel DDR5 RAM, and a 1TB SSD with respectable read and write speeds of 4,268 MB per second, and 3,345 MB per second. The integrated graphics used in the majority of 14X machines is Intel Iris E. There are NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 cores available in some regions, giving the ASUS more capability for mainstream experts and more creative power, owing to NVIDIA Studio drivers. That's excellent for common computer tasks and workloads. You have more than enough processing capacity to manage any number of browser tabs, all of your media and communications apps, as well as some light photo editing and video work, in fact, for most of the circumstances most of us will face on a daily basis. Even so, the 14X offers more power than the majority of small Windows machines, and the ASUS handles heat well. Only the aluminum above the keyboard on the outside of the device gets frighteningly hot, and you won't likely touch it. If you push the internals, you can hear fan noise, but it is always quiet and inoffensive, even during challenging creative periods. The 14X is quite cool, quiet, and strong, but it doesn't last very long. The ASUS lasted for 11 hours and 40 minutes on a video benchmark, with the screen set to a lower brightness, although that time drops to around 7 hours, if you're pushing through routine business duties. That puts it about on par with the Dell XPS 13 Plus, but much behind Apple's systems and the Zenbook S13 OLED. This is not the machine you want if you want one that will last all day. Inside a stylish, sturdy casing, the ASUS Zenbook 14X OLED offers an outstanding display and lots of computing power. If you want a portable powerhouse for regular work and creative projects, add that to the good keyboard and build quality, competitive pricing, and you've got a terrific choice. However, despite the fact that you have to pay for the privilege, Apple's devices are speedier and last longer on a charge. You may easily give up CPU power and still complete your task with a number of the 14X's competitors, if you prefer something even slimmer or lighter. However, this is a great choice if you're looking for a small capable notebook for creative tasks, general use, and media viewing. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, I will expect them in the comments. Have a nice day and see you soon.